Okay. It did not fix it. I don't know what to do, guys. If my son was home, I'd have him go look things up, but hopefully you don't have that snow. Then I have to pause and go back and reload the YouTube page. This is actually ending up a frustrating stream. Did it stop streaming? It says I'm live. There it says I'm live. Okay. It didn't stop streaming. It just ceased for a minute. Okay. Hopefully we're good to go now. Hopefully we're
Hmm.
We can only hear you. All I hear is you, and it's hilarious. I think
I haven't even talked now. I haven't said anything.
no, but you going. I just heard that. I heard your footsteps coming in.
I have no sound. Lovely. Okay. Steph75 said, excited for new content and the lethal in November.
Hopefully this'll work.
Phoenix 154
I am sorry, I didn't realize I
said,
had no sound.
Fix 3 edit. Steph75
That's
said,
annoying.
I hear you.
Wrong one. It's this one. No, actually I don't. Oh shoot, I don't want that close. Interesting, because when I was home earlier it was echoing like crazy until I turned it off like that. I took off my headphones, so that may have made a difference too. I took off and turned off my headphones. So now the stream's just completely on my regular phone.
Steph75 said, omelets being scrambled today.
I wonder how long you guys haven't been hearing me talk. Because I've been talking most of the whole stream.
Streamlabs said, there are some people that are sharing the IP addresses of everyone who visits their channel in order to protect against this. Never visit the channel of someone who comes in a channel and doesn't say anything. Instead wait to visit until you know they are a real person. Steph75 said,
I scared myself
until I said I heard you.
Okay, that spot's taken. We may have to drive around the parking lot. For a little while. Because where I would normally park to pick her up is taken.
Steph75 said, you parking lot cruiser, haha.
And Danny, I think we are gonna have to take the car and get it a inspection sometime just to see what the heck's going on. Something's off and I don't know what it is. But you're right, it at times is not acting right. Oh good, someone's leaving, I think. Maybe not. It's not noticeable with the car when you're driving at regular speeds, but when you slow down and you're
Steffi 75 said, "What is the car doing? Slow acceleration or jerky or what?"
It's like it's trying harder than it should to keep going. Which that could be, it just needs to be, have everything retaught. So that could be due to the battery issue we had. And it's just starting to manifest itself because of the cold. Aha, we have a spot. Or it could be due to other things.
Steffi 75 said, "You had a bad battery." Steffi 75 said, "Probably caused a plug to go bad. ID start with plugs."
Okay. So for anyone who may be here that didn't hear before, if there is anyone, today's been quite the stream. We had, when I left home, we still had audio. Sometime between when I left home and now the audio kind of decided to not work. I'm not quite sure why. And the reason I know we had audio is I heard it on the computer that I'd turned it on to make sure. But then later on, then earlier in the stream, I thought I'd started Twitch. And today at one point, and I hadn't started it. And then at another point, I realized we were having audio problems and tried to fix them and ended up with more problems. So I do not know what's going on with Twitch beta or Twitch today, if that's where the problem is. We will have to wait and see. Mindy should, I'm thinking, be coming out any minute. I guess we could go try and stream
Steffi 75 said, "Twitch is being twitchy."
Steffa 75 said, "Probably caused a plug to go bad. ID start with plugs." Steffa 75 said, "Twitch is being twitchy."
So, yeah, that's what's going on, is Twitch is being twitchy. So I don't know.
Steffi 75
it seems to be Twitch.
Said, "OMG, who is she?"
And what's strange is it was acting
Steffa 75 said, "OMG, who is she?"
I'm not sure who you mean she, but Twitch was acting up even when I was home in my room. That was like, Anyway, so we're waiting for Mindy. No, it's so what's going on with the car? Oh, the sound. It is,
Steph A75
I have a...
said, guy reading then delayed girl reading what I type.
Speechchat.com.
Steffa75 said, guy reading then delayed girl reading what I type.
Okay, the guy, I read some of it too. Oh, I know what's going on. It's different. I've got speechchat.com open on my computer at home and on my phone.
Steph
So
A75
I did speech
said,
chat, so like while I'm
but it's
driving,
double
I'll be
reading.
able to talk to you. And I didn't think about the fact I probably should...
Steffa75 said, but it's double reading.
Yeah, because the one on my computer's reading it and the one on my phone's reading it. No, wrong way.
L Phoenix 1 for said, what the car?
So, for the car, what's going on? I think the idle set a little bit high is almost what it sounds like. What is the mileage of the car? 147,167. Don't ask me why we're only reading some of them. And no, and the battery thing was the battery cables were having issues. So my dad fixed those, but
Streamlabs
we do know
said,
the tranny in
FYI
this
Twitch only
in
counts your
Ford
views if you
is
have
me.
2 or fewer Twitch streams going
And
in your
here's
household,
Mindy.
likely figured by
Streamlabs
IP with the sound
said,
turned on in your chat box
FYI
open. I have
Twitch
found
only
that saying
counts your
something
views
in
if
chat
you have
increases
2
the
or fewer
likelihood
Twitch
of your view
streams
being
going in
counted,
your
even if it's
household,
just
likely
saying that you
figured
will
by
be
IP
lurking. If you
with the
come in
sound
with a raid,
turned
you
on
may
and your
also
chat
need to
box
remove
open.
the
I
raid
have
portion
found that
from the
saying
web
some
address box for it to count.
I
Thank
know
you for your
why
continued support of me
it
and other
wasn't
Twitch.
reading Danny's.
Streamlabs
It was because
said,
Danny
streamers.
is a...
Streamlabs
No, that doesn't
said,
make sense. I was going to say...
accounts are being
because
stolen, then
Danny's a
using the stolen
moderator,
accounts
but
to
that
steal
doesn't
further
make sense. I
accounts.
don't
They
know
are
why it
asking
didn't read
people on the
Danny's.
stolen account
So it's
as
only
friends
reading
lists
some
to
of them,
test a game they
obviously.
have made. Do not fall for it. The file will steal your account too.
What?
Cold.
Well, you're wearing shorts.
Yeah, because all of my stuff is in the wash.
Streamlabs
Ah.
I put it in
said,
the wash yesterday. Danny
there are
said
some
be
people
fine,
that are
and it's
sharing
not.
the IP addresses of everyone who visits their channel in order
Yeah.
to protect against this. Never visit the channel of
So all
someone
of
who
it's
comes
in
in
the
a channel and doesn't say anything. Instead, wait
we
to
head
visit
home?
until you know they are a real person.
Oh, sure.
Steph A75 said,
Do we need to
hey Mindy,
figure out, have you try and run in for food? Have you figure out food at home, pick up something? I have some ideas on some things I want you to cook later, but yeah.
Well, what do you have at home?
L Phoenix 154 said,
Oh,
it is definitely time for a spark plug change.
anyway, so what I was saying earlier was thank you. My birthday has passed, but thank you. I hate doing what some of the streamers do, and I'm having a birthday stream. No. That's why I just say it's in October and do our giveaway for you guys then. Also, Amy's story we're almost done with. She's going to be fighting Fenrir the next time I actually write. So that'll be cool. Which reminds me, what do you want your character called? Have you thought about it?
No.
You need to decide your character's name.
Okay.
If you want, you can also decide her mom's name. But you can choose both.
Sakura and Sylvia.
You
Steffi
so
75
send me the spellings
said,
and you can choose both.
I
the
prefer
first
for
and
mine to
last
pass
name.
quietly as well. Doesn't he ever happen? Haha.
I need those because I need them to finish Amy's book because they come in and up in
Steffi
Amy's
75 said, it should be Elfin.
book. So, and then we need to figure out what things you want to happen. If there's any specific things you'd love to have happen. As I said, Amy's going to create a wizarding school. Well, no, not a wizarding school. A magical school. Because she feels that the wizarding school won't be sufficient for other magical beings. Because obviously each of them have different, requirements for how they use their magic and everything. So, think about that. We need to figure, if you want to get invited, like, does the school invite people when they're adults? Or do you want to be a teacher or help set up the school but not go to the school but not have anything to do with the school or not have anything to do with school at all or what?
Okay.
If you can hear the cars running at a higher RPM than it should. So we just headed home, and then you can work with Danny and figure out from there.
Yeah.
Steffi 75 said, I heard it.
If you want, you can go to the other page that I was on.
Steffi 75 said,
my Chrome,
what year is it?
and see if Steph said anything.
No, wrong thing.
Steffa 75 said, I heard it. Steffa 75 said, what year is it?
What year is the car? It is a 2013, late 2013, early 2014, if I remember right. And the reason I say both is because they couldn't figure out for sure from the VIN. It's obviously right there on the edge between the 2 years. From what I understand, some of the parts are parts they used only through 2013, and some of the parts they only started using in 2014, and then
Steffi
other parts
said,
they used.
probably a Sept car.
And Steph, you might think, do you want to, as a teacher at Hogwarts, if you heard Amy was
El Phoenix
developing
154
a magical
said,
school,
Also, we do need to replace the alternator belt. When I was driving it earlier, I heard it slip a few times.
Elphonics 154 said, also we do need to replace the alternator belt. When I was driving it earlier, I heard it slip a few times.
So weird.
I wonder if that's something to do with the sound I'm hearing. With it running at a higher RPM or sounding like it is. Steph, would you want to, as a teacher?
Steph A75 said, auto products don't start year until odd months.
When you heard Amy was doing too.
Steph A75 said, oh no, lost you.
Go and learn more about especially because of what you teach. Well, to workouts for nerds, etc. So,
Streamlabs said, there are some people that are sharing the IP addresses of everyone who visits their channel in order to protect against this. Never visit the channel of someone who comes in a channel and doesn't say anything. Instead, wait to visit until you know they are a real person. Steph A75 said, last thing I heard was as a teacher then lost you, got you back now with keys for Danny.
So let's turn off sound before we get.
Say I muted it.
Okay, now you can hear me. Sorry. As a teacher at Hogwarts, would you want to continue teaching at Hogwarts when you found out about Amy creating a wizarding school?
Steph A75 said, all.
Or would you want to move to Amy's school? Let's see. Especially with what you taught, or what you teach at Hogwarts, it would be easy for that to move over to, for you to move over to Amy.
Steph A75 said, if she wants me with her, I'll go. Hogwarts is quite established.
Okay. Because that is one thing Amy's going to be doing, is looking for teachers, and some of the teachers I think will come, and some of the teachers obviously will stay at Hogwarts. Probably more of the teachers will stay at Hogwarts, but you have a position that would be easy to that not easy to, but so that it would transfer over easier, but it wouldn't and it actually, those in the magical schools, I think. Okay. So I was gonna say, I think those in the magical schools you're gonna need, could maybe even use you more. I'll explain in a minute because I think it's loud. So the way I see it, the magical community is they live more hand in hand with the humans than the wizarding community. And so a lot of your classes and stuff are going to be even more vital to Amy and them. I just looked at that one. That's what I was looking. Aha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I luckily have a really good mechanic that I trust a lot. Well, part of the reason I trust him is he knows my family well enough that he's been known to tell me to, okay, here's what's wrong, now you can go get it fixed, because it's an easy thing to fix. So just go have your brother or your dad or one of your kids do it. So it just seems slightly off and it's not quite sounding right. I don't think it happened when I ended up in the ditch, but something's going on. So whatever it is, having them do a quick look over can't hurt. But like with the alternator belt, I will say I don't know if Danny has the tools necessary to safely change the alternator. I'm a little bit hesitant with my alternator belt to have it done at home. Yeah. So with the alternator belts, when I first started driving, I needed one replaced, and I was actually in Glacier Park, Montana working, and someone said they knew how to do it. They'd do it, just get the parts and they'd in the parking lot. And I thought, okay, great. And so, sounds good. So I told him great, and I got the parts and had him do it. Well, the guy ended up putting the alternator belt on wrong and caused extra problems. And at the time, I didn't know how tricky it is to put it on. And it ended up taking all my money I earned the whole summer, basically, to get the car running so I could get home. So I'm very hesitant about having people not in a shop. Now, if my son had a shop, like had a place where he could mark things correctly and everything else, I wouldn't mind him changing it. It's just the worry of being able to mark it right to get it on so you don't change the timing, screw up the timing is my worry. Also, another thing is we do know that this car is crap at if you take the battery cable off the battery for too long, it's known to have the tranny retaught. Yeah, getting the timing off can be pricey. Out the hard way. Well, I mean, I was just out of school for learning experience. You got 4 what to try? Ah, I didn't like it as much, but okay. I didn't like it as much. They're talking about, I guess Mindy's having blueberry Chex Mix for food.
Steph75 said, the mechanic should be able to plug it into the little diagnostic box and it will tell him what error out.
Yeah, depending. Danny! You gotta hear this. That's if I can get him to come in. Hear why I'm laughing about it. Maybe if Lexi's listening and Mindy still, they can tell Steph what the little black box says, diagnostic box says. Because Danny bought one.
Steph75 said, I have a Buick and the box doesn't he always love it lol.
You probably won't get to the next, right? You need to hear Danny's explanation. So Steph suggests. Oh, I like those. I thought you meant the Chex.
We had gotten 4 boxes of blueberry Chex Mix before. I like the Chex Mix.
Okay.
It's been a while since I tried these.
So
we got 2 bags of these yesterday.
Okay.
$2.50 a bag.
Oh, maybe I can have some of that. Anyway, so Steph was saying you should try have him plug in the little black diagnostic box. You want to tell her what happened?
Nothing.
So when he says nothing, he literally means nothing. We had an engine error code coming up on my car. Okay, now that I turned the microphone off, and we had an engine error code come up on my car, and Danny hooked up the diagnostic box to it. Well, the light was on the dash, and the box said everything was fine. Like, there was no codes according to the box in any way, shape, or form that Danny could find. There was no codes being triggered. But the engine error code light was on the car. Now, when it's doing this, there isn't an engine light, but something's going on. Anyway, so Steph, did you ever get a chance to read Amy's book one?
Steph75 said, I have but want to read again.
That's fine. I just thought I'd check, because I hadn't heard. So is that a good sign if you want to read it again?
Steph75 said, when
Ah,
sick and meds make brain fog.
yes, I get the brain fog. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get a hold of someone. She asked me last night.
Steph75 said, it's good.
Okay. I have my person who does my designs. Actually, I can probably check while we're on stream. Let's do that. Because last night I could not think. I was in major brain fog. I got exhausted way early, but then couldn't sleep. Found out it was so that I would get Mindy's message, but...
Steffa75 said,
Streamlabs said, FYI Twitch only counts your views if you have 2 or fewer Twitch streams going in your household, likely figured by IP with the sound turned on and your chat box open. I have found that saying something in chat increases the likelihood of your view being counted, even if it's just saying that you will be in. I also need to remove the portion from the web address box for it to count. Thank you for your continued support of me and other Twitch Streamlabs streamers.
I'm gonna need to do that saying. So, this is her design that she just did. I think I like it. What do you think about it?
Steph75 said, I love it.
Sounds cool. So what we will be doing is we'll be adding that one to our Redbubble too. I said something to her last night that she's saying needs to make. Yay! Not finding serious, but I think this is the last one of the veil.
Fa75 said, sweetness.
Oh, I also wanted to show you the gifts I have and see which one you want. I had asked at one point, but since you couldn't hear me, okay, obviously we have Wizarding XP and Essential Runestones and Witch Sharpening. We have Existimal ingredient, Dottle Drought ingredient, Barufio's ingredient, Extravagant ingredient, and Extravagant Spell Energy.
Steph75 said, XP.
XP, okay. So this one,
Steph5. I should level up with the next brilliant.
cool. So this one stuff from the forest before I can move on to the next one. This is complete. This is complete. This I need Sirius Black. It's supposed to be boosted, and I only need 2 more of him. This one, I think I just finished other than the fortress. This one's done. This one, we have fortress stuff and
Steph75 said, this 3x SBBE is awesome sauce.
And then those, so I do have some of those showing up.
Steph75 said, I've gotten him off tonics.
Yeah, and I've debated dropping a tonic. I got him once yesterday. I was like, really? Because it's supposed to be boosted, but maybe I'll drop a tonic just to drop it. To see if we can't convince him he needs to come. Actually, I thought of another way that might. That one didn't. Oh, wait, maybe it did.
Steph75 said, what's the last gift I sent you?
Gold. I've been waiting to open it so I remember when I get a gold gift that you get the next gold gift. That's why I know for sure what you sent me last, is I remember looking at it.
Steph75 said, okay.
I figured you'd understand why I wasn't opening them once you heard why I hadn't opened it. So one thing while we were out and about I said is, it would be nice if the reason why we aren't getting as many events this time is they listen to our letter and they're breaking apart the code, especially where they're also doing another game similar to Wizards Unite and Pokemon Go.
Steffe75 said, "Nah, they just busy with 219.
Well, that kind of would be 219 is if they're breaking it apart, literally breaking apart the code to fix it.
Said, enhanced tide till it drops.
Because I could see them trying to fix with what was said, they, may, if they listened, maybe they realized they need to fix the code. But it's possible that they aren't either. Just
Steffe75
yeah,
said,
we have hope.
we have hope.
My thing is this, and I'm going to be honest, yes, it needs done, but I was saying that I used to work I designed a web page when the internet was first coming out. Or not the internet, but in like somewhere between 97 and 2001. And so back then,
Steffe75 said, been told the reason it's delayed is because of fixes.
Which could easily be they're trying to fix things, like I said. And I understand, back then, as I was saying about the websites, back then, you had to use HTML, which is basically one type of coding. And if you left in sometimes one character, it could throw off everything, like screw everything up. And so, and sometimes you didn't even think you missed anything. You'd put something in, submit it, it wouldn't look right, go literally repaste in what you had just pasted in the very same place, and it would work. And so I was also saying that, I don't, and you know this already, Steph, I'm not one to harp on them because of it, to say, oh, they should this is an easy fix, and no. They could change one thing and it could change 5 other things that they then have to make sure they work right, and then changing those 5 other things could change 5 other things that then have to be, and it can be a whole battle to make one change. Totally not mad at them. It would be nice if they were able to, because of the time and everything, if they had decided to take this opportunity also, and literally each of them section of it, and try and see if they could figure out exactly where the issue. Hey Danny, if you're still watching, I don't know if you are, but would you mind bringing me in some food? Danny or Mindy or Lexi?
Steffi75 said, I really hope so.
It would be nice. One, it would be nice because people would quit railing on Wizards Unite so much. That's one reason. 2, it does get frustrating at times when even though I'm understanding, there's times you just roll your eyes and you're like, really? Come on, my auntie, can't you get this figured out, please, without breaking something else? We saw them successful, but they've got to do their part.
Alright.
When you're done eating, would you mind bringing me in some?
Sure.
Thank you. Bye.
Like,
That was horrible. I am not getting any Legends of Hogwarts drops. It appears. Okay, I am kind of getting tired. I have been live for over 2 hours. Part of it, my knee's hurting, and so I'm going to see who's live. I have an idea of who I may want to, but I need to double check.
Steffe75 said, "Time to rest."
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to see who's live. Okay, so we have a makers and a crafting. I'm not sure what she's doing, and we have someone that's doing D&D and silicone making, crafting and stuff like that. Which would you prefer?
Steffe75 said, "Either."
Let's see what this one's doing. Lantern making. Sorry about the ad. This one looks fun. And they have fewer viewers. We'll see. Maybe it won't let me raid. We'll check. Thank you, Danny. One more try to raid that channel, and then if it won't let me, it won't let me. I did find out some people are blocking. So we will try rating the other person.
Much better. Yeah, I haven't sold a build because this is quite fragile.
Yep, obviously the first person is blocking raids.
Now, I would sell this if I made a mold out of it and made it into a resin.
Which in some ways I get, in some ways it's their loss. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow, writing stream. We will finish off Amy's book.
If I got good and had a workshop set up.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
I don't even know if that's going to work.
We can. Oh my gosh.
But for something this size,
Is everything?
As home, thanks. Well,